Mate! For those of you blissfully unaware, over the past few days, we have had some incredible footage of eyewitness accounts and real live footage of UAP and off-world technology being airlifted by helicopters, people coming out saying that they've seen certain things and worked on certain programs, and man, I got some stuff that I need to show you guys. Also, I have a new camera. Mate, and this shit tracks you as well, bro. If we got some combat footage of aliens coming in the house, mate, I'll be like, bleep, bloop, I'm like... Right, to start off with, this is the real-life piece of footage that was released secretly by the government of a UFO crash retrieval of an egg-shaped craft, right? When I first saw this thing, I was like, this is a Kinder Egg. Like, what is this on a string? But hear me out. Let's watch the video, okay? And then we'll talk about it after.
That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. Let's freeze frame here to look at one of the clearest images of a UAP ever taken. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record this UAP retrieval. Look at how perfectly smooth the craft is. No markings at all.
So at first glance, right, we get about a 10-second clip of a Kinder Egg strapped to a rope hanging from a helicopter, right? Everyone in the community was like, mate, that is a chicken egg on a string. Right, but it goes a bit deeper than this. If you just take this video for face value and then we look a little bit deeper, I'm going to show you an interview between the guy himself that released this. He's a very credited man. All of his work and history checks out between who he was and the secret services and the things that he was doing behind the scenes. This dude is the real deal, right? Right, this guy is called Jacob Barber and he is a credited US Air Force helicopter pilot, and he was tasked with going on all sorts of missions, digging around all sorts of places with some funky guys in some men in black suits, alright? And he's seen it. And you look at this guy's eyes, man. His eyes don't lie, Chico. He's seen some stuff.
That object, or whatever was controlling that object, was also connecting to me through the mind, through my mind.
And so, how did the object come to land?
I think it was invited to land by the psionics team.
What is a psionic?
A psionic person is someone with a predisposition for extral, temporal, you could say, abilities and sensitivities.
Mate, he's literally saying there's a group of people that interconnect with the UFO aircraft on a conscious level. This craft is mainly controlled by conscious-based connectivity, alright? This is why we don't see any sort of propulsions, any sort of engine or anything. This thing is just an egg-shaped, kind of like a pineal gland that we're seeing, alright? And people connect to it and operate this thing and get it back down and to and from. I mean, because if you put it into context, right? When a craft goes from like 0 to Mach fuck in like 2 seconds, if anyone or any organic being was in a craft at that point where it just goes from 0 to boom, I'm pretty sure they'd turn into red paste, alright? So who's to say that an alien craft is not controlled across the universe by someone sitting there meditating and then controlling this craft to go to and from wherever as we please, kind of like a drone almost, that we have.
Discover the psionics were being used for in the program.
In the program, there was certainly a desire to explore the idea that perhaps UAP could be summoned, could be communicated with, could be controlled, and could be persuaded to land, all by deploying people with psionic abilities.
But there have to be a special amount of people that would be chosen for a program like this, because I, for one, would not be trusted with a program like this. Hello and welcome everyone to the Black Program. The government have handpicked you all today because you have some psychic abilities. Oh wow, man. So let me see who we got here. Kevin, you're gonna go first. We want you to sit there, meditate, and call in an egg-shaped craft and show everyone your incredible ability. Okay. Oh! What the fuck?
When a psionic operator engages with technology, how do they do it?
Using their mind, something like meditation.
There genuinely are people who can actually make a mental, spiritual connection to a technology.
Yes.
Mate, I'm telling you that, I mean, okay. If the government straight up came out and told everyone what the capabilities of extraterrestrial and interdimensional things that exist in our universe and just in a wide variety, the human mind would shrivel down to the size of a grape and evaporate just from the pure incomprehension of what these things are capable of. So when disclosure happens, things are going to seem so outlandish and weird, because they are. But doesn't mean it's fake. Right, so this next piece of footage, right, I'm going to take a trip down memory lane and we're going to look at some previous experiences and identification of egg-shaped craft, right? Check these out. Right, this is from Australia, okay, of an egg-shaped craft way out in the distance back in 2016. Check this out, right? And take note, the guy said that the craft was about 20 foot long. And it'll be in relation to another craft going in the background. You'll see the size comparison here.
There it is again.
This thing was just floating in the sky, bobbling along, minding its own jolly time, right? Look at that! Compare that to this, right there. It's the same thing. And then it carries on going across the sky and eventually tucks behind some clouds. This thing looks red hot in nature, right? Imagine like meditating and connecting to an object. The amount of energy that would be surrounding this object to move something of that size. Like, and it disappears. So on a level, right, to me, that's an identical shape to the thing that we're seeing, okay? And when it comes to the footage that was released, okay, people are like, why is it grainy? Why does it look weird? One, it was filmed on night vision because this was retrieved during the night. The screen that it was recorded on by a different device watching the screen in real time, so you kind of have that graininess between the two things focusing in on each other, alright? Right, the photos we're seeing here is from 2005, okay? The images that I'm about to show you here have not been doctored in any way, they cannot be debunked, and they are the real deal in a raw format, alright? Look at this. Exhibit A, right? Egg-shaped in nature. This thing is basically exactly what we saw on the ground, shape, size as well, and there's a different perspective, right? Look at that. There's one. And then another one where it's kind of changed perspective up in the sky, and it's moving. And Bob Lazar, quote me if I'm wrong, said that these objects tilt at a 45-degree angle and go boo out the way before they engage into going interstellar. Right, and this object we're seeing right here, okay, there's a load of squiggly lines around the outside, and what that basically is, it's been put through an AI algorithm where it tries to detect the edge of solidified objects. So all these little squiggles you see there, it's just the algorithm trying to figure out where the edge of a said object is. And it's highlighted this egg-shaped UFO, right, which solidifies the fact that whatever was in this image was solid. Mate, I don't know what to think. But as a whole, as a basic gist of what this video and what this stuff is, I think it's quite compelling. I'm kind of mind blown about this situation, alright? Okay, I guess for a hardcore skeptic, that if you had a 10-second bit of footage, that's not enough to change your mind, alright? But look at the background, rewatch the actual interview of News Nation and listen to what the guy is saying, because, man, the dude's eyes are like this. And I trust a man that looks like that, right? Because he's seen some shit. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like always, like, subscribe, call me a donkey if you need to, or tell me I'm correct. I don't know. Peace.